And if you have any spare change and would like to donate, you can check out the link on our GoFundMe, which will be on our website at WTVR.com. Right now, there are roughly 2 million people in America that are in jail. Walk in Those Shoes is on a mission to show the human side of those behind bars, something many of us often forget. The courts are now open for anyone that's looking to get some shots in or even some layups. Bell and his organization mostly work to keep Virginia's wilderness clean. However, the issue still runs rampant in Richmond streets, especially at VCU. The Robert E. Lee Bridge was built in 1934. It does look a little different today. It actually had a rebuild back in the 1980s, and there may be more change to come, a new name this time around. The city's Land Use, Housing, and Transportation Committee met this week to discuss the name change. The proposal is to rename the Belvedere Bridge and officially lose the connection to Confederate leader Robert E. Lee. The bridge is, of course, on Belvedere Street. The city council still has to vote for the change, but it is expected that they will approve the new name. Reporting from Richmond for VCU Insight, I'm Jacob Phillips.
Adam was our whole world.
For Eric Oakes and the rest of the Oakes family,
Adam was the type of kid that was, just when he walked into a room, he'd smile and everybody would smile.
Life without his son Adam will never be the same.
Everything we did, focusing on, how his future will be.
On February 27, 2021, Eric's 19-year-old Adam was found dead at an off-campus house party shortly after joining the Delta Chi fraternity. According to police, Adam died of alcohol poisoning, which his father found quite surprising.
Adam never got in trouble. He never took risks. He never did anything, that was crazy.
Adam was trying to join the Delta Chi fraternity, which has since been suspended following his death. With this, VCU vows to carry on Adam's legacy by making changes to VCU Greek life, which will serve as a model for other schools to follow. VCU now requires students to have 12 credit hours or more before rushing a fraternity or sorority. They are also extending new member education to 28 days and banning alcohol at all Greek life events where new members are present. Adam's cousin Courtney White has been working closely with VCU to help shape these changes.
I don't know if you're aware, but like the changes that are being made are actually the first. I mean, I feel like we're collaborating, we're partnering on taking your all safety seriously so that the future at VCU is brighter.
White, along with the rest of the Oakes family, continue to work with VCU to build a better future for college freshmen.
There's some expectations and boundaries put in place that have never been in place before. And our hope is that other universities and colleges will follow this same model.
Reporting from Richmond, I'm Jacob Phillips. 2 movers showed up to this home on Saturday morning, and just 30 minutes later, they tell me what they heard made them jump out of a second-story window and run for their lives.
I couldn't believe something like that happened.
For this Richmond mover,
First thought was like, I gotta get out of there by any means.
a 2-story jump is what stood between him and life or death.
I had to think about jumping, because it was so high.
The mover, who has chosen to remain anonymous, was finishing up a job for then-wife Diane Crowder, who was trying to leave an abusive relationship.
We was almost done. We was on our last 2 pieces.
And just moments later,
It's something I will never forget.
the movers were suddenly trapped in what they called a nightmare situation.
It felt like a movie, like a horror movie. Like it didn't feel real at all.
They were just upstairs as former Henrico police officer Robert Crowder shot and killed his wife and stepdaughter.
Sounded like it was right in the next room, even though it was downstairs.
The mover acted quickly after what he heard following the gunshots.
No screaming. That's why I was like, that's what really made me jump out that window.
Which led him to making what he says was one of the hardest decisions of his life.
I'm scared, just panicking, not knowing if he gonna come upstairs.
The mover chose to take a leap of faith, leaving behind a scene that he says will stick with him forever.
Just knowing that I shook these people's hand, 30, 40 minutes later, they're gone.
The mover made it out alive and called police while on the run, which led to a 9-hour standoff, resulting in over 60 shots fired at police from Crowder.
If the standoff was 9 hours, I know he walked around that house plenty of times. And I know he remembered we was in there.
Crowder is currently facing 6 felony charges and is being held in jail with no bond. Working for you, I'm Jacob Phillips, CBS 6 News. If you decide to grab a bite to eat at the Nurturing Cafe in Richmond, you may be surprised at who's serving you. From the host stand to the waiting staff, the entire team is made up of kids. The cafe was created as an extension of Nurturing Minds, which helps kids struggling with social skills. Here, they're able to interact with customers and learn key skills that will help them prepare for jobs in the future. These young entrepreneurs guarantee good food and even better service, which can be rewarded with a tip.
Still not really a social person, but I'm starting to become one.
The cafe runs through fall and is open Monday to Thursday from 11 to 4 p.m. You can also donate to the Nurturing Cafe. We will have that link on our website at WTVR.com. Working for you in Richmond, I'm Jacob Phillips, CBS 6 News. Yes, that is right. Just around 3:15 this afternoon, a private daycare bus overturned on this road right here on the corner of Pulaski and Henrico Turnpike. Now, the police have not confirmed who all was involved in the crash, but they say that there's 8 to 10 kids who are sustaining non-life-threatening injuries. If we have more, we will bring that to you. Working for you in Richmond, I'm Jacob Phillips, CBS 6 News.